All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live in his house today. And yesterday we were trying to figure out why we couldn't go live on Facebook. They were down. The Zuckerbergs and all the other bergs were doing their little thug thizzle. And today we're live though, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tuesday. I'm super excited. I have an amazing show and a lot of awesome content that I want to share with you today. And I know it's going to change and transform your personal, your professional, and your financial life. So for those of you that are coming on, welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. If you don't know, now you know. I'm your host, Ramon Preston. And every Monday through Friday, guess what? We bring information to you on this show that is strategically and specifically designed to help you properly start, structure, and scale your businesses, your ministries, your income streams, and even your wealth building dreams. And so today I want to talk to you about the 4 pillars of business breakthrough. My wife has been preaching and teaching and prophesying for the past week or so now on this season of breakthrough that we're in. And so I wanted to somewhat piggyback off of a lot of the things that she said spiritually, but I want to connect it to what you need to be doing economically. So if you're excited about the show, please hit the like button, hit the share button, tag Lolly Dolly everybody, and let them know Ramon Preston, the squad, and the Ramon Preston Show. We are live right here in the beautiful Buckhead community. And guess what? I want you to drop in the comments what city you're watching us from. Whatever city it is you're watching us from, please put it in the comments who you representing. I want to say thank you to all of you that continue to follow our show, support our show, all of our subscribers. I think we have over 5,500, over 5,500 subscribers on YouTube. Congratulations to you for making the decision to subscribe to a page that's changing and transforming the way you see your personal, professional, and financial life. I want to say thank you to all of you that follow us on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn. I just appreciate it because your eyes, your ears, your time and attention helps to bring value to what we're doing to introduce these business and wealth building concepts to our community. So make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the share button, make sure you drop in the comments what city you're watching your boy from, because today we're talking about the four pillars of business breakthrough. My wife been preaching it, she been teaching it, she been prophesying it, that we are in a season of breakthrough. And let me tell you something, y'all, even before I get into these 4 pillars of business breakthrough, let me tell you something. I mentioned it yesterday, and I even said it when we were hosting our live business coaching call last night to our coaching clients. And I want to say it here again. Entrepreneurship, business ownership is not easy. It's probably by far one of the toughest things that you're going to do. And most people never make it to a place of success as entrepreneurs and business owners. Let's just keep it 100. There's a reason why the statistics show that most businesses fail. Almost 9 out of 10 businesses fail within the first 1 to 3 years. And then 9 out of 10 of those businesses fail within the first 3 to 5 years. So the numbers don't lie. Most people do not see any type of financial success in their entrepreneurial or in their business endeavors. And guess what? We want to change that dynamic. And the only way we're going to change that dynamic, the only way we're going to create a new narrative is if we put ourselves in a position to listen to information that can help get us to where we're going. So there are certain principles, certain practices that you got to implement. And that's why I continue to just teach as much as I can teach it, train it as much as I can train it, and really demand it from those of you that are part of my community. So if you hit the like button, if you hit the share button, if you've already tagged Lolly Dolly everybody, if you've already dropped in the comments what city you're watching me from, I want to get into the 4 pillars of business breakthrough. You cannot wait to 2022 to do what you need to do right now. Okay? Whatever it is that you know you need to do, you need to go ahead and start doing it. And if you're not able to do it or not willing to do it, then guess what? You're never going to see the results from it. But if you're watching me today, if you're listening to me today, and you know without a shadow of a doubt that you're willing and you're able, you know that you're willing to show up and you're able to show up with whatever it is that you have, then my conversation to you is going to be simple. Once I share these 4 pillars of business success, you need to make a commitment to get help, to get support, to be held accountable for the things that you know you're willing and you're able to do. So if you're not a member of our business community, that means you have never been a part of our Blueprint Game Plan program. You've never been introduced to our training. You have never joined our coaching program. And even for those of you that are in our coaching program or in our Blueprint training program, maybe you need to reach back out to me and my team today, because you need to bump it. You need to upgrade it to either our business certification or our business licensing, meaning that you need to get much better at being a consultant, a coach, or a trainer. Or maybe you just need to buy into our licensing program so that you can have access to the curriculum, the content, the material, because you get access and authorization to use everything that I actually have through my university, through my coaching division. All of the systems and processes that we use, we're extending them to you as a licensee. But don't wait and hesitate. You know you're willing, you know you're able, and you know that you got to make moves today. Because trust me, when we come into 2022, and this is not some gloom and doom, like prophetic, Negrodamus, statement that I'm making. All right. This is like reality when it comes to your business and your finances. If you don't do what you need to do today in your personal life, for your professional life, and for your financial life, when we come into 2022, there will be a lot of things economically that will have already shifted that we will come into awareness of, only to realize we can't do anything about it. And you don't want to be at the bottom of that totem pole. You don't want to be the one being handed the short end of the stick. And you already know what I mean by that. Like, we don't know how many foreclosures it's going to be. We don't know how many businesses that are never going to come back. We don't know how the post-pandemic world is going to reset and realign everybody. But what we do know is, if we're willing and we're able to show up and to gather the data that we need to get the principles and put those principles to practice and be around the right people who are going to help push us and assist us, we already know we're not going to fail. We're not going to fail. And so I want to be a part of that process with you. I am building a team to be a part of that process with you. I am literally investing my life and everything that I have into having the best infrastructure to accommodate your success. But you got to be willing to make that commitment. So all of you that are watching me today and listening to me, today needs to be the day that when this show ends, you text the word coaching to me and you join our coaching program. And guess what? If you're already in our coaching program and you're looking to enter into the space of consulting, coaching, and training, I've been telling y'all this literally not just this year. I've been talking about this for a year or so now. I think I started talking about this when the pandemic first hit. And there's not one consultant, there's not one coach, there's not one motivational speaker or trainer or anybody in that same similar space that I have talked to that I have not explained to them time and time again that you gotta get your butt going. Like, you gotta go, and you gotta go hard. You may have heard me say it in different ways, like you gotta lean in. You got to go for the gusto. You got to get that bag. All those statements and phrases and terminologies that I use all lead to the same thing. You need to go ahead and make the commitment to dump everything that you have, time, effort, resources, money, right? Relationships, into the same bucket and just, like, I know some of y'all probably never gamble, but you know, when you playing like poker and when you at a spades table and you betting, or you playing tunk, or any type of game that you playing that you betting, you put all the chips on the table, and guess what you do? You push them all to the middle. Put down. I'm all in right now. And that's what some of y'all need to do, because you flirting right now. You know who I'm talking to. You're flirting. You're flirting with, wait a minute, let me just wait till 2022. Well, once tax time come, I'm going to go on and do the doggone thing. Or once I get past Halloween, and once I get past Thanksgiving, and once I get past Christmas. No, dog. No, boo, you need to do that thing right now. You need to make that move right now. Ain't nobody got time for that. Wasn't that the meme? Ain't nobody got time for that. The 4 pillars of business breakthrough. I'm going to give you the 4, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to talk about each of these 4. And guess what? All 4 that I'm talking about today, we train you on in our 1-year business coaching program. All 4 that I'm talking about today, we not only train you on it, but we show you how to train others on it in our business certification program. In our licensing program, you not only get taught on it and learn how to train others on it, but in our licensing program, you get to sell it to others so that they can train others and teach others. So it just depends on how I always say this to our clients or to people we talk to in appointments. When they say, well, what should I get? Should I get the blueprint? Should I come to your workshop? Should I join the coaching program? Should I get the certification, or should I become a licensee? You know what I tell them? It depends on how quick you want to get to success. That's all it depends on. Because all of them are good, but it just depends on how quick you want to get to success. So let me go ahead and give you the 4, and then we'll have a discussion on it. Now, I've been telling y'all that we're working on a studio that we're building on the other side of our suite. And once that studio is built, we are going to, I'm not going to say we should, or I hope, I'm going to say we are going to have the capabilities of allowing you to call in and ask your questions. But if you have any questions that you want to ask, I want you to drop the questions in the comments. My team, they always be lurking. They be looking in them comments to see who's on here asking questions. So if you have a question, drop the question in the comments. Let me go ahead and give you the 4 pillars of business breakthrough. So the first pillar is sales. I'm not putting them in like the perfect order. I'm gonna just put them in the order where I think that they'll make enough sense to you. You have sales, you got marketing, you have business systems, and then you have financial systems. And remember now, sales and marketing, these are actually systems too. So just because I didn't use systems doesn't mean it's not a systems, but just to create, uniformity with all of them, I'll just put it like that. So do you see what the 4 pillars of business success are? These are the 4 pillars of business success, business breakthrough. So if you want your business to break through, here's what I'm telling you. The truth is, you should be implementing and executing certain principles and practices from all 4 in this last quarter of this year. You cannot afford to wait. This is one of the reasons why, and I told our coaching members that last night in our coaching call, that I'm going to replace our next mastermind that we have. We host quarterly masterminds for our coaching clients. That comes with the program. And we host quarterly workshops for our coaching clients. And so our workshops are all centered around these 4 pillars of business breakthrough. Our masterminds are not directly centered around these 4, but they address certain components of these 4. But I just told our clients last night on our coaching call, weekly coaching call, that we were scheduled for November the 20th here in person to host and virtual a quarterly mastermind. I'm replacing the mastermind with a sales and marketing workshop. Now, the reason why I'm replacing it with a sales and marketing workshop, because business systems and financial systems are already items that I have either taught on within the last several months with most of our coaching clients, or items that we've addressed in our coaching sessions or in any other event that we hosted for our community, our business community. So I'm going to be replacing our November 20th mastermind with a sales and marketing workshop. It's going to be a sales and marketing workshop because I want to make sure that all of our clients, everybody that's in my business community, they're going to end 2021 understanding sales systems and processes, marketing systems and processes. And then we're going to host, most likely, a mastermind in December like we did last year. We had an awesome mastermind last year. I don't even know how many people we had in that mastermind on the 7th floor, because we had to use the training room. So we had it like a big U, and it was full. And the way y'all talking, we might end up having to need another venue for our November 20th date, because we have a lot of clients coming from out of town. Sure could be, right? It sure can. We can add that element. See, we strategizing on live. So anyway, here are the 4 pillars of business breakthrough. Now, why do I call them 4 pillars? Because if you look at your business, let's say as a table, right? Now I know they have all these new unique tables, but let's just be traditional in our thinking of a table for a minute. Most traditional tables have how many legs? They have 4 legs. And have you ever seen a table with 3 legs? It really doesn't work well. Have you ever seen a table with 2 legs? Have you ever seen a 4-leg table with 1 leg? Most of the time, if you've seen a 4-leg table with 1, 2, or 3 legs, it's either in the garage, in the attic, or in the trash. Because you cannot really use it to its full capacity. Because a table is designed to have 4 legs so that it can live up to its potential. Are you with me on that? So when you look at your business like you do a table, then you understand that your business needs 4 legs, or what we call 4 pillars. Because a pillar, just like this building that we're in, we're up here on the 10th floor looking out to the Buckhead skyline. Well, what gives this 10 or 11 or 12 floor building the capability, the capacity to be able to stand the test of time and to withstand storms and rain? It's a rainy day, and weather and seasons and ups and downs and all types of climatic transitions. Well, it's the pillars that this building was built on. So when you go under the garage, like we do in the parking garage, you have to walk past all of these pillars to get to your car. When you're under the building, even in the condo where we live at, we park under the building, and there's these round pillars everywhere. Like every other car space has this big old round pillar that you have to park beside. These pillars help to provide stability to the building. Well, when you incorporate, and not just incorporate, but implement and execute on like another level. This is the thing. I'm not talking about just incorporating. Oh, I got QuickBooks. Oh, I got a CRM. Oh, I got a Wix website with a back office that I'm using. Oh, I got a database. I got a email marketing campaign. Oh, I got all of these. We talk about systems. We got all these different systems. But here's the thing. We're incorporating certain systems that are either not working cohesively together, or they have not been incorporated and implemented and executed as pillars, meaning that you cannot have the building without the pillar. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you just cannot have the building without the pillar. Now, again, if you have any questions concerning any one of these pillars, I want you to drop the question in the comments. And Remember, if you do not have these pillars in your business that are actually working every day for you in your business, you need to either connect with me so that we can help you build these systems and processes within your business. Or if you are connected to me and you have them, but you're not filling them up with products and services and activity that's generating revenue, maybe you need to reconsider what you're doing. Okay, so we got 4 pillars of business breakthrough. There's no other way your business is going to break through. No other way. So I'll put first sales. Why would I use sales as first? We talked about that last night in our coaching call, because Mark Cuban says sales solves all problems. Another word for sales is profit. Another word for profit is top line revenue. So that means I need to have a system or systems and processes in my business that give me not just the information, but give me the confidence to actually make sales or generate revenue. So that means I have to have a system. I have to have a sales system. I have to figure out, like, how am I going to take this idea, sell it, and repeat that process multiple times? How am I going to continue to repeat that process that it pays my bills, that it takes care of my family, that it provides for my church and my community? How am I actually going to do that? Well, all of that is going to come down to systems. And then once you figure out the system, now you got to get into repeatable processes. But you can't even get to repeatable processes that you can actually execute every day if you do not have the right systems. Because sales systems are all going to center your business around how do you take ideas, take them to the market, make exchanges so you can actually make money. Ladies and gentlemen, just this one pillar alone will make or break. It's kind of like that one leg on your table. You got 4 legs and then one leg breaks. So think about it. You marketing, you all on Facebook. Think about it. You all on YouTube. You got the nice logo. You got your t-shirts branded. You got your what do you call it? Your folders, your literature, it's all polished up. You got marketing down, right? And let's say you got business systems down. You got your LLC, you got your EIN, you got your bank account. You might have your little $500 Capital One business card. I mean, you sparking it out at the store with your little Sparks card. You doing it right with your business system. And then you got your financial system. You understand QuickBooks. You got a Mint account. You managing your money, but it ain't no money to manage because you ain't making sales. So you cannot have a table that needs 4 legs and think you're going to miss one. You cannot have one of these 4 or 2 of these 4 or 3 of these 4. You need 4 of 4. And guess what? They need to be systems that can be integrated together into your business, right? And those business systems that are integrated together are now looking for processes that can be extensions of each system that you can start replicating and duplicating and repeating in your practices every day. That's what creates business breakthrough. That's what creates business breakthrough. And trust me, I went for years just being a hustler. See, I'm a hustler by nature. I don't mind waking up every day and just getting out there and grinding and making it happen. I'll figure it out, man. I'm going to eat every day. Like, if I don't eat today, it's just because I don't want to eat. If I don't have nowhere to lay my head, it's because I don't want to lay my head somewhere. If I don't have nothing to drive, like all the fundamental necessities of life, if I don't have them, it's because I don't want them. I'm just saying, just generally speaking, because I got that hustle in me. I got that grit, that grind. That was built in me. Even as a young person, just doing what I was doing, living my life. But it has developed into this business ability, this business willingness to get up every day. But what I had to learn in my entrepreneurship was Just because I was a good hustler, a grinder, a go-getter, I was able and willing to get out there and make something happen. I did not have sustainable systems. In other words, I did not have pillars in my business life. I didn't have pillars in my business life. I would make a sale here or there. I would do a little marketing here or there. I would tweak my business here or there. I'll keep up with my finances every once in a while or when I needed to. But I did not have a system of systems that created processes that were duplicatable, that were repeatable, that could actually continue to be replicated every day over time consistently until I broke through financially and reached that point. I'm at that point in my life and in my business now where I can look back and see how powerful it was for me to make that transition. And this is why I can share with you, there are so many systems in the world that you can use for your business. But guess what? It ain't no different than if you got a table in front of you and it got 4 legs. It's so many chairs you can pull up to the table, right? You could pull up an office chair. You could pull up a TV chair. You could pull up a stool. You could pull up a car seat, a booster chair. You could pull up all kind of stuff there. You can stand in front of the table. You could put what you want on the table, but none of that changes what? The legs. The legs are the legs. And if you like me from the hood, if we had a table that a leg broke, guess what we'll go do? We'll go find a piece of wood and we'll go try to simulate that leg with a piece of wood. Or we'll find some bootleg screws or a nail and try to screw it. But guess what? It was never the same because that's not how that table was intended to function in its full capacity. It was not living up to its full potential. So a lot of you watching me right now, listening to me, your business is not living up to its full potential. And it could be for several different reasons, but I guarantee it's for one of these 4, if not all 4. It's because of sales. That's always the problem. It's because of marketing or the lack thereof. It's because of the business. And when I say the business systems, I'm talking about having it structured the right way and not just having it structured the right way. Because I know a lot of people, like we deal with a lot of people who either have LLCs, want LLCs, or they go to Google and YouTube enough that they understand the need for a holding company and the need for operating companies, but they don't understand the concept. Meaning, and I don't know how else to explain this, because I get so many people ask me that question like, Ramon, what do you mean when you say the holding company concept? What does that mean? I'm talking about how you operate your business. How do you run your business? How do you take the business that you have, that you're providing products and services, and how do you expand it, like literally like multiply it by 5? How do you take one product and say, I'm going to create one product and I'm going to take this one product and I'm going to build systems around this product that may reflect 6 or 7 different businesses? That's the concept of the holding company. And that's how you start building out business systems, not just EIN numbers or Secretary of State certificates of organization, or S Corps and C Corps, or partnerships, or fictitious names, or whatever the stuff that we're using. All that's just a bunch of crap that we got on paper, but it ain't making sales. It ain't marketing our business and our brands, and it's definitely not giving us the finances. And so when I say sales systems, I know I be scribbling the whole time, but when I say sales systems, I'm talking about systems. I'm talking about systems that you can use. Systems that you can use, and it's not just a CRM either. Because I know a lot of times when we think about sales systems, all we thinking about is CRMs. Oh, I got this CRM. My website got this CRM. Oh, I'm using this, I'm using that. Let me tell you something. You can have all the CRMs that you want to. It doesn't mean you have sales systems. Because I know people who don't have no CRMs, but they have sales systems, meaning that they have things that are working in their business or in their entrepreneurial endeavors that are actually generating revenue. Sales systems are about the means and the ways for you to do this. Make exchanges and create, and it could be make conversions. That's what you need to be focusing on. So if you're thinking about a sales system, you need to be thinking not just about no doggone CRM. Because I know a whole lot of people, they ain't doing nothing. They just, man, I just got to find the right CRM. I just got to find the right, if you don't know what CRM means, it's customer relations management system. But yeah, that's needed. But again, you can kind of do that with the website. You can gather data with the website, especially if you're a solopreneur. I did it when I didn't even know what, I remember I didn't even know what a CRM was. And I still had a sales system, meaning that I may have not had a professional or sophisticated customer relations management software. But guess what? I had means and ways to make exchanges in the marketplace. I had means and ways to create conversions, so that the more I did it, even though I might have had to repeat myself over and over again, even though I may have had to figure out the kinks of not having a central software or database, but guess what? I kept seeing that. So even if I wasn't having that, I still had that, because I needed to justify or validate my business by making sure my systems, my means and ways for making exchanges and creating conversions was actually working. All right, so that's sales systems. All right, let's go to the second one. Let's go to marketing systems. Let's see if we can get some grounds on that. Now, I told you earlier, because I'm on a roll right now. I got a good day ahead of me, and I'm ready to go make some sales. But I want to remind you, if you do not have a sales system, if you don't have the means and ways of making exchanges, because you might not have products and services, you might not have the right prices for your products and services, or you just don't know what you don't know and it's just not converting into actually money, I want you to reach out to me, because I want to help you with that. Like, I want to help you win. This is why we put this 1-year business coaching program together, because I want to help everybody win. And guess what? You don't have to be a legitimate business owner to be in our 1-year business coaching program. You can be on a fixed income. You can have no income. Like, you don't even need a job to join a business coaching program. You just need a commitment, not a job. You need a commitment. And your commitment will give you access to the right information, the right training, to where you could get certain principles, put them to practice, and you're going to see results. Now, all of you that are already in the space of motivational speaking, leadership, consulting, coaching, and training, hear me when I say this. You need a better way of making exchanges. You need a better way of creating conversions than just the way you had in the service or products that you provided. The moment you made the decision to enter into the motivational speaking space, the trainer space, the teacher space, the consultant or coaching space, your mind is still the service provider. When you need to transition into becoming the professional consultant, coach, trainer, expert, the leader, the teacher, and that conversion, that transition, that pivot requires you to have more sophisticated what? Systems, so that your sales can reflect your new profession. This is why I created our business certification program. This is why I created our licensing program. Because what I have seen just within the last 3.5 years since I started this wealth building journey, not money making journey, because I used to always be on that journey, not just getting six figures and be comfortable journey. I've already been down that road. All right. I'm talking about wealth building journey. The last 3.5 years since I pivoted and moved into really building wealth for me and my family, I have seen too many professional speakers and consultants and leaders and coaches and trainers try to pivot into that space thinking that they can take the same practices that they had doing other things, having operational businesses where they sold products and services. It's a different game. And you know that I know that you know what I'm saying right now is true, because if you are in that space or any of those areas of that space and you're not creating sales, if you're not making exchanges and creating conversions, it's because you don't know enough about how to actually do that in that space. So it's kind of like if you're good at golf. Let me give an example. You could be Tiger Woods at golf, right? But can you convert that Tiger Woods ability in golf and get on the court and play with LeBron? No, come on. You can't pull off what LeBron pulls off on a basketball court just because you're good like Tiger on the golf course. And guess what? LeBron ain't going to be able to do what Michael Phelps was able to do in a swimming pool. And Michael Phelps ain't going to be able to do what Serena Williams was able to do on a tennis court. And guess what? Serena Williams ain't going to be able to do what the skateboarder can do. The skateboarder can't do what the skydiver can do. Because if the skydiver says, oh, you know what? I want to start skateboarding. The skydiver can take some of what he or she used to become great at it, but there's a different skill set. There's a different practice. There are different principles that govern that particular space. You got to get that. You got to get that revelation. You got to let that register in your mind. So there are a lot of commitments that I have made just within the last several months. It's October. So just within the last 6 or 7 months, a lot of the commitments that I made for my business were commitments that had nothing to do with what I've been able to accomplish up to 6 months ago. I could have easily looked at my business 6 months ago and say, I'm good. I'm going to just ride this wave for another 3-4 years. And, you know, whoever got to wait, and whatever got to be, got to be. I want to pivot. And in order for me to pivot, I got to get new information. I got to get around new people. I got to make new investments. I have to be willing to give up something now for something better later. And you're going to have to do the same thing. So we have sales systems, and then we have marketing systems. We have marketing systems. So I'm going to be talking about this in our upcoming workshop. But again, whenever you join our coaching program, our blueprint game plan online program, our certification or licensing, any program that you join, you're going to learn this. It just depends on how quick you get the success from it. And that will have a lot to do with what level you join in on. So if you join in on the blueprint level, it's going to be a longer learning curve than the coaching level. If you join on the coaching level, it's going to be a longer curve than the certification level. If you join on the certification level, it's going to be a longer curve than the licensing level. It's just a matter of how quick you want to get to the breakthrough. So I want to get to the breakthrough quick. That's one of the reasons why I put myself around billionaires and millionaires this year. This is the first year that I did that. Now, before, I've put myself around some people who were doing fairly well, but not that well. That was a whole nother level, and it costs way more. That's what I realized quick. Like, woo, the cost to be around billionaires and hectomillionaires is a different cost than to be around people who might have a few million or people who might be making 6 figures. Just the costs are different. But you know what it does? It demands you to grow. It demands you to step up. That's why I like putting money in front of my commitments. Because when I put money in front of my commitments, shoot, I'm not finna sleep. I'm not finna get off focus. I'm not finna get derailed. I got too much money on the line. So we have marketing systems. Now, when we talk about marketing systems, of course, we can be referring to marketing versions of CRMs. They can be certain databases that you use, certain email marketing campaign softwares that you use. So any system that you talk about, whether it's sales, marketing, business, or financial systems, all of these systems have softwares and certain programs, cloud-based programs in today's world that will make that system more efficient. But here's what I want you to understand. Just because you have an automated email marketing system, just because you have an automated ad system for social media, does that mean they're going to make money, Miss CMO? Miss Chief Marketing Officer? Say what?
That just means you got it.
That just means, here's a Chief Marketing Officer, here's an executive marketing consultant that is saying, that just means you got it. So people can pay you to run ads. You can run $10,000 worth of ads every month. You can create email campaigns until emails start coming out their ears. You can do logo designs. You can create all these sophisticated systems. It doesn't necessarily mean your business is going to break through. It don't mean it. As a matter of fact, a lot of the companies who spend massive amounts of money on all that stuff, they're not even doing it for that reason. They have other objectives, other intentions, because they're building brands. So when you talk about marketing systems, at least when I talk to you about it, here are some things that I want you to take into consideration. I'm talking about marketing systems in that you want to create ways or means. I'll use both of them, means and ways to promote. Means and ways to promote. What am I promoting? Well, you got to promote yourself, you got to promote your business. You got to promote, it just depends on how you feel. Promote your family, promote your staff, promote everything that you do. Like most of the people that I'm around today, their whole philosophy is promote. And then when you promote, then promote more. So you got to promote. So you got to think about marketing systems as means and ways to, number one, promote. And really promotion is tied to getting attention. You got to start getting attention. And remember, if you are in a certain space or industry, you're not just promoting your business against your competitors in that industry. You are competing against the local news. You're competing against all other social media platforms. And the truth is, even when you're promoting on one platform, you're competing with the platform, if that makes sense. I hope that made sense to you. So marketing is about creating means and ways to promote and get attention. Now, one of the best ways to get attention through promotion is to actually be saying something that's bringing value to other people. So let's say, for example, if you're on social media, then all your social media platforms should actually be extensions of the type of training you provide. Because it's a difference. It's a difference between you like advertising your business and marketing your business. And that was for free. You got to come to the workshop to get the rest. But there's a difference between, isn't it? It's a difference between advertising your business and marketing your business. So you can be advertising your business. Hey, we do this. Okay. Advertise it. So what? Who cares because what you do? Everybody else do it. And most of you are in spaces where everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it. So I don't care what it is that you're doing. If you pull up the business that you have, just Google that type of business that you have and Google those businesses that like yours in your city and see how many companies come up. It's a whole lot of companies. So that means if you have a whole lot of companies just in your city, not in your state, not in your nation, not in the world, but let's just say you have like 30,000 businesses that do what you do in your county, right? In your state. I don't know. Maybe that many in your city. But my point is, however many businesses that are in the vicinity of where you live at doing business in predominantly, you have to understand that your marketing has to be systematic in that you are continuing to grow and develop in the means and ways in which you promote and the means and ways in which you get attention for what you're doing. Because if there are a lot of people who do what you do, that means the supply of that product and service goes up, right? And then that means the demand of that product and service is coming down, because there's a lot of people who are supplying what you are supplying. So that means the supply goes up, the demand comes down, and guess what comes down with the demand? What comes down is the price. Now everybody's doing what you're doing for free. Everybody's doing what you're doing for free. You got people who are doing what you're doing for free, and you trying to charge 3 arms and 2 legs. Well, it's not because of the price that people are not responding. It may be because the supply is so high. So you've got to market yourself in a way that you're creating extraordinary value, that the supply of the value that you're providing is really, really, really low. So there are a lot of things that me and my team are providing to our community. And I'm not talking about just in products and services that we sell or programs that we sell. I'm talking about in terms of content. Okay, let me give you an example. How many people are you going to find in business and ministry space who are consulting, coaching, and training like Ramon Preston is, who show up at least 5 days a week for an hour teaching concepts that he could be charging thousands of dollars for? I don't know how many people you can find, but I tell you what, you might not find as many as you think. They may show up every couple weeks. They may show up once a week. They may show up every once in a while, or maybe they may show up every day, but may not be giving the level of value that I'm giving, which means they're going to be a part of the supply that's going up. There's a whole lot of y'all over there, which means the demand for them is going to go down. Now, they can try to create this false illusion of demand, but I'm talking about real demand, because I want to be in high demand, and I want the market to know that there's a low supply for me, so that whatever my price is, it's lower than the value of what I'm supplying anyway, if that makes sense. That's marketing. That's marketing. So that's the second pillar. The third pillar is what? Business systems. Man, my markers are just, I'd be killing these markers. Business systems. Hey guys, guess what? Don't worry. I prophesy and predict all at the same time. Within a couple weeks, I'm going to have that Google board. I'm just really waiting because we're building a studio. That's really why I'm waiting to get it, because we're building a studio. And I really don't want to put the Google board behind me in my executive office. And then we got the fourth pillar, financial systems. So I'm going to just get through this real quick because I don't want to bore you. But business systems, when I talk about business systems, I'm talking about you learning how to use the holding company concept That's really what it's about. You taking that concept and learning to build out your divisions and your subsidiaries, meaning that you're able to create certain operational layers for your business. So if there's a certain service you provide as a service provider, right? We want there to be another layer in business for you that is detached from the service provider, and it elevates people into the expert that can actually educate and train people and inform people on that particular industry that you may have a division that provides that service. And then when you start generating revenue in your holding company or in something that's within your holding company, how can you reallocate or redistribute that revenue to lower your tax liability, maximize your profitability, and actually expand your business so that you can start building wealth? See, once I figured that out 3.5 years ago, I had an idea of it, but I really was not like 100% sold on the concept. And so once I fully bought into that concept and I restructured my entire organizational enterprise, it was as if like, boom, there it is right there. That's how it works. And once I got it. And I never looked back. And that was 3.5 years ago. So business systems are all centered around the holding company concept. And then we have financial systems. Your financial systems are about you familiarizing yourself with things like accounting. You have to understand the fundamentals of accounting. You have to understand the fundamentals of accounting. I'm talking about like the fundamentals like financial planning for your business, income and expense tracking, the fundamentals of banking, risk management, retirement, investments, assets, liabilities, net worth. You have to understand the fundamentals of creative tax strategies. All of these things make up the world of financial systems. And again, all of these systems that I'm talking about, they have certain software today, cloud-based, that you can use to automate, to make more efficient, to simplify the process. But nevertheless, you have to have information and training to, at least as a human, be good enough to incorporate or integrate the systems and then implement and execute the practices that complement the systems and processes. Does that make sense? If you have any questions, I want you to drop the questions in the comments. Maybe you have a takeaway. Like what was one of your biggest takeaways today? Let me know in the comments what was one of your biggest takeaways. Now, I just mentioned to you earlier that if you are having trouble with sales, if you're having trouble with marketing, if you're not efficient in sales and marketing, if you're having trouble with business systems, you don't understand the holding company concept, you know you should have one, but you don't really know how to run it and, manage the day-to-day operations of it. If you are having trouble understanding financial systems, accounting, maybe you need new creative tax strategies to lower your tax liability. Here's what I want to recommend for you. Number one, I recommend for you to learn all four so that you can have the table of your business set on the 4 pillars or legs of those systems: sales, marketing, business, and finances. Those are 4 of the workshops that I teach in our 1-year business coaching program. So when you join our 1-year business coaching program, which we're extending a 24-month payment plan offer, and that means you can get access to our 1-year business coaching program. It's 1 year. That means you get me and my team for 52 weeks. Okay, it's $5,000, but if you divide it by 24 months, that means today all you have to pay is, man, my marker is just gone. All you have to pay is $208.33 to get access to a $5,000 52-week program today. So literally, you can text the word coaching to 404-478-7213. 404-478-7213. Listen, I don't even know if this offer is going to even exist within the next couple days. This may be the last week that I offer the 24 months, because I believe we have an entire client base who not only wants to pay the whole $5,000, which we have had many to pay it up front. Like, we have clients today, literally, we have clients today in our database, in our coaching program, who literally paid the $5,000 just to secure their place in our program, and have yet to even start taking advantage of their benefits. That's how powerful this program is, and that's how impactful it is. And we have clients who have joined on a payment plan program and who have already showed interest and told us clearly that I want to do another year, if there's another year that even exists, because our programs change so much, meaning that we always go into introducing a program with a set goal. And once we hit that goal, that proof of concept in the results we get, it places a greater demand on that program, which means we typically have to go up on the price, because we can't accommodate everybody at $208 a month. It's impossible, especially when you have a group of people who may pay $208, but then you have a group of people who are willing to pay $5,000 and maybe $10,000 or $15,000. So we have to make the decision to cut off at a certain level. But with this 1-year business coaching program, you're getting access to 4 quarterly workshops. Those 4 workshops are on the pillars of business success. So just those 4 workshops alone, you're going to learn about sales, marketing, business systems, and financial systems. Just those 4 workshops alone. But guess what? You also get access to 4 quarterly group coaching masterminds. So that means every quarter you also have an opportunity to participate in group coaching sessions where we come together and we do deep dives on certain subjects, certain areas that will maximize your business organization. We also give you access to our world-class blueprint game plan. This is our business and financial training program. It is an on-demand, interactive, online training program that teaches you the 5 steps of wealth building. We have packaged it as a 5-step wealth building system to literally show you how to do it and what needs to be done in the process to get you to your financial freedom. We also give you access to weekly coaching calls. Every Monday, I host a live weekly coaching call on Zoom that our coaching members have access to. And we also start this program off for you, at least what we're offering now. We started off with an initial one-on-one coaching session. And so soon I'm not even going to be able to host those coaching sessions, because I'm just not going to have time to literally invest that much time into me sitting down. My team is good enough to do a lot of this, but I am still committing myself because I want to get as many people on this program before this year ends so that you can start scaling your business and your income streams. You cannot wait to 2022. So I want you to take advantage of that today. Text the word coaching to 404-478-7213. Now, for those of you that are in our blueprint program already, you already have access to our training program. If you would like to move up to our coaching program, we want you to text coaching, because I will reset your agreement. I will reset your account, and we will upgrade you to our 1-year business coaching program. And depending on how much money you have already paid for the blueprint access that you have, we will deduct at least some of that from that to make it easier, which means your payment won't be $208. Your payment may be $175. It may be $180. I don't know. We'll reset your account, but I'm willing to upgrade you, which means you're going to get an extra year on the blueprint for almost the same price. Plus, you're going to get the one-on-one session, plus the weekly coaching sessions, plus the workshops and the masterminds. You cannot beat it. I want to keep you winning. I want to keep you growing. Most of the people that join our blueprint, within the first 3 months of joining it, they want to move up to coaching because they realize, wow, I'm learning a lot, but I want to shorten that learning curve. That goes back to what I said earlier. I always tell people, it's not which program you should get first. How quick do you want to get to your success? How quick do you want to start making money? Because if I'm involved and my team are involved and we're involved on a regular basis through coaching, it's going to accelerate it. You're going to get further quicker because now you're not just going online to learn yourself and to figure it out. We're infusing it. We're like putting fuel to the fire. We adding fuel to the fire, and then we adding wood to the fuel. Like we dumping it on you to get you moving quicker. So if you're interested in that and you're in our blueprint, you want to move up, text the word coaching. Now, if you're already in our coaching program, or maybe you're not, but you are in the space of consulting. If you are a consultant, or if you want to be, if you're a coach, or you want to be, if you're a motivational speaker, or you want to be, let's say, for example, you want to be a coach. Ramon, I want to be a coach. I want to be a consultant. Yeah. I don't know who it is. We're getting a new phone system in our offices, and so we've been doing a lot of, I guess they're doing troubleshooting to make sure all the lines and extensions are working. And I got a phone sitting down here ringing. So let's say you want to be a coach. You want to be or you're already a coach or consultant. You want to be a trainer. Okay, you want to be a speaker. Let me explain something to you. In order for you, I can't wait. I'm gonna order that Google board today. I'm gonna call them today and be like, can I just go and order it while y'all working on the studio? Because I'm just sick of this board. And Toretta talking about, let me get that board, Dad. Put it in here. So for those of you that are one or all four, you want to be a coach, consultant, trainer, and speaker. Here's what one of your biggest issues is going to be. It's a lot of issues, but let me just give you a few of them. One of your biggest issues is going to be supply and demand. This is going to be one of your biggest issues, supply and demand. Because everybody is a motivational speaker today. Everybody's a trainer. Everybody's a consultant. Everybody's a coach. Everybody got online courses. Everybody doing webinars. Everybody's doing all this stuff. This is like the space that everybody wants to get to, right? Okay. Well, because there's such a supply, the demand is low, meaning that you have to be like, oh my God, you almost got to be like a superhero in this space to A, get attention, and B, convert that attention into a sale. But then if you get the attention, let's just say if you are the anomaly, there's something about you as a coach, consultant, trainer, and speaker that's just extraordinary. You the bomb. Well, guess what else you're going to have a problem with? You're going to have a problem with a thing called inventory. Inventory. Like, what exactly are you selling? Like, if you're a motivational speaker, what are you selling? What products and services are you providing? Are they priced correctly? If you're a trainer, what products and services are you providing? Are they priced correctly? If you're a consultant and coach, what products and services you're providing? So inventory is going to be your biggest issue. This is why we have created our business certification program and our licensing program. So our certification program is specifically designed to train you in the systems and processes we use to provide this for our clients, for the community. We want to show you how to actually use our system so that you'll know how to coach and consult people in business and finances and just in general. We want to show you how you train people, how you create systems, how do you create processes, how do you create content and have inventory that you can actually sell and convert into money. How do you have that? We show you that in our certification program. Now, in our licensing program, we not only take you through our certification training, but we authorize you and give you access to use our inventory, which means you can become a licensee and you can use all of the curriculum that we have on Ramon Preston University, virtual curriculum and in-hand curriculum, workbooks, workshops, boot camps, masterminds, training programs, coaching programs, coaching and consulting services, business and financial and entrepreneurship training. We give you access and authorization to use ours, or you can white label our curriculum and content and actually use your logo, your brand with our curriculum and our content. So if you're interested in that and you're serious about being an expert and being successful and really breaking through, text the word certify. Text certify to 404-478-7213. And I would love to have a talk with you, to speak with you, and just to give you more information and insight into what our certification and licensing program is about. And for those of you that have already reached out to us and you're interested, I want you to really make that committed decision and to plug in, because I've been telling all of you that we're going to be, the prices that we have right now are early bird prices for our certification program and for our licensing program. Those prices are going to change. Like, I have a ton of information in my inbox right now from lawyers who are on our team working with our licensing, with our trademarks, with our IP, our intellectual property. Like, I'm not playing. Like, I'm doing the doggone thing. I'm not letting up. You know, I might talk crazy and act goofy and get ghetto from time to time, but I'm a businessman and I know what I'm doing and I know where I want to be and where I want to go, and I know I'm going to get there. So I'm saying that not to just, you know, shoot the breeze or praise my own pond, but just to let you know the seriousness that you need to get started today. Literally, as a licensee, I can show you. I was just on the phone with one of our potential licensees last week, and within 5 or 10 minutes, I showed this person how they could literally make the entire amount back before the end of this year by making at least 15 sales. Literally, they could make all their money back from that licensing program. So this is not a game, people. We're helping a lot of people. We're changing lives, and I'm not going to stop. My legacy is on the line. I'm creating something so that 200 years from now, people are still going to be talking about the moves we made and the lives we changed, the communities we transformed, the nations we built, the world we built, in the world and among the world, and we still built another world. So if you're interested, if you're serious and you want to do business with me as a licensee, or if you want to be professional and be certified through our training program, or maybe you want to be a part of our coaching program, text coaching or certify to the number. Today is Tuesday. We're excited about what has already happened today and what we're getting ready to make happen for the rest of the day and the rest of the week. I'll see you tomorrow right here on the Ramon Preston Show. Be sure to share this video, subscribe to our YouTube page, follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, you don't stop, and every other platform you find us on. And once we have our studio up and running, we're going to also have platforms for podcasts available, so you'll be able to listen to us like the MP4 version, the audio version. We're so excited about our expansion project that we're currently undertaking, and we want all of you to be a part of it, because as members of our community, we want to elevate you. We want to push you. We want to support you. So we'll see you tomorrow right here, same place, same time on the Ramon Preston